always follow me, that listen to this show frequently, I will always advise you, and for people that just joined the show this evening, that information is power. Ignorance is just like when you take yourself willingly and you now become, or maybe so that we won't become a prey. So when we don't know, you are ignorant, and a lot of things, you are vulnerable to a lot of issues when it comes to earth. And that is why we will always bring it to your doorstep. All you need to do is to tune in to Where's Radio every time. And when it comes to Earth Matters, ensure you join us every Wednesday, 5 p.m. on Radio Clinic on this same dial, Where's Radio 9.3 FM. Because when you see some people in the hospital, you keep getting this information. I don't know. Have I known these? But if you know, you'll be able to, segment yourself, you and your loved ones, and you won't be a victim. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, a ti tún dé o lórí ètò ìlera lórí afẹ́fẹ́, ibi tá ti máa bára wa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ètò ìlera. Ìpè bẹ́lẹ̀ ni kẹ́ ṣe, ẹ má ṣe bẹ́lẹ̀ yìí. Tẹ́ bá rí tí situation bá wà, ẹ lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn healthcare provider. Ẹ má dá nìkan dá oògùn lò pé ó ṣiṣẹ́ fún màmá lágbájá, kò mí pé ó máa ṣiṣẹ́ fún màmá tàmẹ̀dò. So these are the things we put together. We bring experts. A máa gbé àwọn tí wọ́n kàwé mọ̀ṣẹ́ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ìlera in different segments wa, ìpè kan lè wá educate wa on what a particular health issue is. I've made it so interesting. I've made it so simple that we talk about the symptoms, we talk about the causes, we discuss the people that are vulnerable in case if maybe you or your loved ones or anyone in your environment or your office, maybe marketplace, anybody that you can reach out to has maybe symptoms, or you feel like, or maybe there's some issues, and only bashe especially inside of the wambi ni ayeta wa ye pe tẹ́ bá ti rí bele ẹ sáré lọ já ewé bele ẹ sáré sọ wípé wọn kì í ṣiṣẹ́, but do you know the measurement? Ṣé mọ̀ appropriate measurement tó yẹ kẹ́nìyẹn lò? Ṣé mọ̀ nǹkan tó yẹ kó ṣe? Kí ni nǹkan tó yẹ all these rudiments that we need to put in place, you can only get it from an expert. So mo máa rọ̀ yín wípé ẹ jẹ́ kí when there is an health issue, let's ensure we go to an health care provider. Mo máa ń sọ every time, mo dẹ̀ máa rọ̀ yín wípé kẹjọ kẹ jẹ́ kán lọ hospital, private hospital that's so good, are very good, than the public hospital, government hospitals, I mean. And today we are discussing maternal and child health. Last week we started this journey, and it has even been for some time now. When we started the mental health, we brought it down to, we treated postpartum depression. We also discussed resource factor, one of the health issue for women. For everybody, according to our expert last week. However, I'm so particular about pregnant women because we noticed that a lot of mortality are happening. Thank God for technology this time. It's gradually coming down, and it's a very good one. And for people that don't know, they still want to go the normal way, which is not really right. And that is why we will always employ you to always make it a date with us here. Today, as I've said earlier, we are treating maternal and child health. And I have an expert in the house. I have an expert in the house who will give us much information about it. Before we bring our expert on the show to come educate us on what maternal and child health is, let me quickly give you some facts according to World Health Organization. The first one I will inform you is that about 303,000 girls and women die every year. That's 830 every day. That's so much, from preventable causes related to pregnancy and childbirth. When I got this fact and I saw that it's something that can be preventable, and we still have a number that 830 maybe from, not maybe from pregnant women, or maybe girls, that got pregnant, and that's very high. And so, the situation is what we can prevent, but because we don't know, and that is why we are having this situation. And the second one I would like to share is that complications during pregnancy and childbirth are the leading cause of death for girls ages 15 to 19 globally, because they don't know. Some parents will even keep their girl child. The issue has happened. No, we know it's not acceptable, in this part of the world. We know it's not easy. But please, for a girl child, the adolescent stage, within the teen age, that they are not matured enough, and situation happens like that, what you should do for them to help them is to expose them to healthcare provider, experts that can nurture them and help them through the journey. Not that you don't want people to know. Before you know, you ignorantly, we lost some precious gifts. We left some precious people that would have grown up, losing destinies, which it's very, very preventable. And we also have this too. I think this will be the last one I will mention here, that more than 500 women and girls in emergency situations die every day from complications due to pregnancy and childbirth. So please, these are everything that I read out here. According to World Health Organization, they are preventable. And that is why I couldn't just take off my hands off the topic, maternal and child health. So journey with us as we begin to shred out a lot of things that you need to know for women that are planning to planning to have a child, for women that have the baby, the bundle of joy in their womb, and after birth. These are the things that we can do. And my expert here that joined us today, I'm going to properly introduce her after we have the short breather.
Ìmọ́tótó ló lè ṣẹ́gun àrùn gbogbo. Ẹ̀fọn tó gbòòrò àbò lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó rẹ̀rọ. Kẹ́kùn lè gbọ́ kó sàbùn tókò. Cleanliness is essential. Immortalize your potential. Understand the times and your initial. Ìmọ́tótó borí àrùn mọ́lẹ̀. Àṣẹ ní ká àṣẹ lọ́jú. Àyíká àlàbòyún. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ lábòyún ẹ̀ fọwọ́ wọ́wọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣètọ́jú àyíká àlàbòyún.
Welcome back. You are on to Radio Clinic on West Radio 89.3 FM. My name is Kemisola Williams, and this is Radio Clinic again. Ẹ káàbọ̀ padà sórí ètò ìlera lórí afẹ́fẹ́. Orúkọ tèmi ni Kemisola Williams. Ibi náà láti máa ń jókòó tá a máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìlera ara, bí ó ṣe yẹ kó ṣe rí, àwọn nǹkan tó ti yàtọ̀, bí ilé ìta mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n ti yàtọ̀. Tá a dẹ̀ ti máa ń rọ̀ yín wípé tí ẹ bá ti ní any health issue kan, or maybe loved ones, family, children, ẹ mọ̀ wípé ká ensure pé a lọ sí healthcare provider tí wọ́n máa lè ràn wá lọ́wọ́, ká má lo àwọn ìmọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan tó jẹ́ pé àtọwọ́dá tí a ti dá sílẹ̀. Lénìí à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa maternal and child health, ìlera fún màmá àti ìyá, màmá àti ọmọ, ẹ má bínú, màmá àti ọmọ, especially àwọn tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n di ọwọ́, wọ́n di ẹsẹ̀ sínú. Ìyẹn náà la máa bẹ̀ sí ń ṣe, a máa bẹ̀ sí ń tàn mọ́lẹ̀ sí. Kí ni nǹkan tó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ kẹ́ tó lóyún, tẹ́ bá ti lóyún, tí oyún tẹ́ bá ti bí ọmọ, gbogbo àwọn journey wọ̀nyẹn kò ń ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ pé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ wò pé kò sí nǹkan kan jàre, ṣe bí ọmọ ṣáǹkì, ó ju wípé ọmọ kíkà wá láti bà yín lẹ́rù, ẹ má bẹ̀rù kankan, àlàáfíà ni ẹ wà. Àmọ́ àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ ká ṣe so that kò ní di ọjọ́ iwájú ó wá ń dẹjọ́. We have our expert here, and our expert is Mrs. Eludipo Oluwakemi. I had her last week, and she really treated that resource factor health issue on this same show, and we are channeling the issue down. that too, the resource factor is one of the problems. And that will, because we notice that is a broad health issue, we need to first treat it, then we now, impute others for under the maternal and child health. So permit me to continue to introduce my guest. Let me start again. My guest today is Mrs. Eludipo Oluwakemi. She is an health worker and social worker for 30 years. Wow. Once I see the years, every time it's, I feel so. It's just, I feel that you've had a lot of experiences. So giving people information about this issue will definitely save someone, at least someone. I'm very sure of that. And that is what I want to achieve every time when it comes to radio clinic, that, okay, we're able to save this person. We're able to save some numbers of people from being a victim, or maybe the situation is at hand, you know what to do per time. Mrs. Eludipo Oluwakemi, she is a family planning expert. We're going to that today as well. She has worked in non-governmental organization on sexual and reproductive health. She's a master trainer for the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, that's UNICEF, on human immunodeficiency, a virus and acquired immune deficiency syndrome. I'm going to take that again. She is a master trainer for the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, UNICEF, on human immunodeficiency virus and acquired immune deficiency syndrome, HIV/AIDS. She is a lecturer. She lectures at Oyo State College of Health Science and Technology, Eleyele, here in Ibadan. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, my dear sister.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show again. I know you've left behind a lot of duties. Is it the office? Is it the home duties? Everything. Thank you so much. We appreciate, ma. And some people that listen to us, they applauded you for informing them, educating them on the resource factor that you spoke about last week. Yes. So today, maternal and child health. That's where we start from today. So let's start with the definition.
Good evening, people listening. I want to thank my dear sister for the privilege to be on the show. Today we are going to be talking about maternal and child health.
Yeah.
And when we talk about maternal health, it has to do with the physical and emotional well-being of women during the pregnancy, the period of childbirth, and postpartum period. Is not only about the physical wellness of a woman, but it has to do with emotional wellness too. For a woman to have an healthy baby, the woman herself must be okay, must be wealthy, must be healthy. So that is what maternal health is all about. And when we talk about maternal health, it has different stages. We have preconception stage. That is the moment you become a woman. There are some things that you need to do so that you will be healthy, to be able to carry pregnancy to term. So the phase of preconception care, that is before pregnancy.
Okay.
A woman must be healthy. Say, for instance, somebody that is sick. How will she be able to carry pregnancy? You know that she will not be healthy. And someone that is not healthy, is not possible for such a person even to have healthy baby. Another stage of maternal health is prenatal care. And that one is the antenatal clinic that we talk about. That is during the time that a woman is pregnant. The moment you notice you've missed your period, that shows that most likely you are pregnant. And if you take it very serious, you have to go to the clinic where they're going to do tests on you to confirm that you are pregnant. And from the moment that you are confirmed pregnant, there is lifestyle. There are things that are very vital that you have to do so that you'll be able to carry the pregnancy to term. It's not everyone that are pregnant carry the baby to term. And most time, like you rightly said the other time, there are things that you can prevent. But if you don't know, and most especially somebody that is getting pregnant for the first time, it's very new terrain. It's something that you are not used to. It's something that you don't know. So you need to go to someone that have understanding, someone that know what you need to do. So when you go for prenatal care, there's going to be regular health care checkup. That is when they will do pregnancy tests for you. That is where they will check your blood level, your PCV, to know whether you are doing well. That is where they will tell you the kind of food that you need to eat when you are pregnant. And after the prenatal care, there is intrapartum care. That is the time that you are putting to bed, the time that you are delivering the baby. There is care that you need. You know, I talked about stages. For the fact that you are pregnant, that is not the end of it. The time that you deliver, there are things that they have to do for you within that period of time that you deliver the baby. If the care that is necessary at that time is not done, there is going to be complication. And after the interpartum delivery stage, then there is postpartum care. That one is now God has helped you to carry the pregnancy. You are pregnant. You've delivered the baby safely. Then how do you nurture the baby? How do you take care of the baby from that stage till the baby grow to become an adult?
That's so wide. All right, ma. Before we continue, let's discuss it in Yoruba. Fún àwọn èèyàn wa tí wọ́n ń gbọ́ wa náà ní Yorùbá pé à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa maternal and child health.
Ìlera tọmọ tìyá.
Tọmọ tìyá fún ìyá àtọmọ àti tọmọ tìyá. So kí ni kan tí ó jẹ́ ní èdè Yorùbá?
Ẹ ṣeun ẹ̀yin olùgbọ́ mi. Ìlera tọmọ tìyá ni à ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí ní ìrọ̀lẹ́ yìí. Ṣùgbọ́n bí tí mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ìtí mo sọ tẹ́lẹ̀, ó ní ìlera tìyá gangan. Mo wá sọ pé ìlera tìyá ó jẹ́ nǹkan tó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú bí ìyá ṣe rí, bóyá nípa tójú physical àti nípa ìmọ̀lára. Nítorí pé obìnrin tó bá ní oyún, tó bá fẹ́ gbé oyún títí láti ìjọ́ tóyún ti dúró sára títí di ìgbà tó máa bímọ, ó gbúdọ̀ jẹ́ obìnrin tí ara ẹ̀ pé, tó wà tí ìlera ẹ̀ ó pé. Àní ìlera yẹn ó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú nǹkan tá lè fojú rí. Ṣé mọ̀ pé tẹ́ bá rí ẹlòmíì báyìí tó bá ní pé òun lóyún, ẹ máa ti rí wípé ara obìnrin yìí ò yá. Nígbà tí ó bá yẹ pé bóyá ara ẹ̀ funfun, bóyá fún àpẹẹrẹ ó funfun, ìyẹn ni pé ẹni tí ó gbóyún sínú yìí bí a ṣe ń wo yìí, tó funfun yìí, ó ṣeé ṣe kó jẹ́ pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ tiẹ̀ ṣẹ̀dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ ìyá òun lọmọ náà máa ń lò tí ara ìyá ò bá wá dá pé ní tòótọ́ ó máa affect ọmọ tó wà nínú ẹ̀.
ẹ̀kẹ́ tó tẹ̀síwájú bí mo ṣe máa ń gbọ́ pé téèyàn bá róbìnrin tí ara ẹ̀ funfun pé indication ni pé ó ti lóyún o bọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí àlàyé tẹ̀ ń ṣe ń sìn pé kò míì pé ó kàn lóyún nìkan ni ó possible tó yẹ pé kò ní ìlera pípé.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ṣe rí nígbà tí wọ́n bá sọ pé ara obìnrin funfun nítorí pé ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lóyún ara ẹ̀ funfun torí pé ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lóyún yẹn kì í ṣe funfun pé ojú ẹ̀ funfun bí eléyìí tí mò ń sọ ẹni tó bá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lóyún ara ẹ̀ máa mọ́ wọ́n á ní pé ó mọ́ra sí i ìyẹn ni àwọn Yorùbá máa ń sọ pé ó funfun pé ó ti lóyún ṣùgbọ́n funfun eléyìí tí mò ń sọ ó ní pé anemic obìnrin tó yẹ pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ ò tó lára ẹ̀ tẹ́ bá ti rí ojú látojú báyìí tẹ́ bá ti ń wò lẹ́ máa ti máa rí pé bí mo ṣe ń wo ọmọbìnrin yìí ó dàbí pé kò sẹ́jẹ̀ lára ẹ̀ tàbí ẹ̀jẹ̀ ara ẹ̀ ò tó ṣó ti yé yín báyẹn nǹkan tí ìlera tìyá wa ń sọ níbi bíi ni wípé ìyá yẹn ó gbúdọ̀ ní ìlera tá a bá ti wò lójú báyìí kárí pé ara obìnrin ìdá pé bó ṣe ń ronú bó ṣe ń mọ nǹkan lára gbogbo ẹ̀ wà ní pípé mo wá sẹ́ pé ó pín sí ọ̀nà mẹ́rin ọ̀nà àkọ́kọ́ ni obìnrin tó ti bàlágà bóyá ó ti wọlé ọkọ tàbí tó múra pé òun fẹ́ lóyún ìlera ẹ̀ ó gbúdọ̀ pé ó gbúdọ̀ jẹ́ ẹni tó jẹ́ pé nígbà tẹ́ bá ti ń rí tẹ́ ẹ rí tó ṣe dúró wípé ara ilé ìyá ara ilé ìdá pé ìyẹn ni àlákọ̀ọ́kọ́ ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì ó ní aṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lóyún ni o ìtọ́jú tá a máa ń fún aláboyún tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lóyún nígbà yẹn ó máa ní àǹfààní tó bá ti lè jẹ́ ẹni tó lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn wọ́n á yẹ̀ lára wò wọ́n á wò wípé ẹni yìí o tóyún ṣe wà lára ẹ̀ yìí o àwọn àyẹ̀wò báyìí ló ṣe pàtàkì tí a gbúdọ̀ ṣe láti lè mọ̀ wípé gbogbo nǹkan ó wà létò bó ṣe yẹ kó wà. ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì ni eléyìí tá ń fún wọn ó ti lóyún nìsín ó ti fi orúkọ sílẹ̀ ó ti rẹ́gísítà ní ilé ìwòsàn wọ́n ti ń yẹ̀ wò ẹ máa rí i pé téèyàn bá lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn tó gbóyún lọ kì í ṣe obìnrin yẹn nìkan ni wọ́n máa yẹ̀ wò wọ́n á yẹ̀ wò láti orí dé ìsàlẹ̀ ni from head to toe wọ́n á wo orun orí tiẹ̀ gangan wọ́n á wo ojú ẹ̀ wọ́n á wo ẹnu ẹ̀ gbogbo ara láti orí head to toe ni wọ́n ń pè láti orí dé ìsàlẹ̀ ni wọ́n máa yẹ̀ obìnrin yẹn wò wọ́n á yẹ̀ ọmọ inú ẹ̀ wò ìyẹn ni wọ́n máa gbúrò pé ọmọ tó wà nínú ẹ̀ ṣé ó ń dàgbà sí ṣé ó ń mí bó ṣe yẹ kó mí ṣé ó ń yíra padà bó ṣe yẹ kó yẹ ìgbà tó bá lọ ni wọ́n máa ṣe àwọn àyẹ̀wò bóyá wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe ìtọ̀ ìyá yẹn ni láti wo àwọn nǹkan tí kò yẹ kó wà nínú ìtọ̀ àwọn nǹkan tí kò yẹ kó wà nínú ẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣé ó ti yé yín báyẹn ní ìgbà tó bá ṣe àyẹ̀wò ni wọ́n máa mọ̀ nígbà tó bá lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn wọ́n á ní pé kó lọ ya fọ́tò scan ìgbà tó bá ya scan níbẹ̀ ni wọ́n máa ti mọ̀ wípé ọmọ yìí o báyìí ni o ìdàgbàsókè ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí iye oṣù tí oyún yìí tẹ́sẹ́póyún yìí jẹ́ o bí ọmọ yìí ṣe ń dàgbà sí yìí kò dàgbà tó sí iye oṣù tí ẹ pè é ṣé nǹkan tí mò ń sọ yé wa báyẹn ìyẹn ni prenatal care nígbà yẹn ni wọ́n máa fi mọ́nítọ̀ ìyá wọ́n á tún máa mọ́nítọ̀ oyún tó wà nínú ẹ̀ mo wá tún sọ pé lẹ́ẹ̀kẹta ìyẹn ni ìtọ́jú tí a máa ń fún obìnrin ní ìgbà tó bá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bímọ tán tó bá bímọ tán lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí ẹ̀yẹn wẹ́n tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bímọ tán ṣe mọ̀ pé wọ́n máa ya placenta àtìyá wọ́n á yà sọ́tọ̀ bí ẹ̀jẹ̀ bá ń wà lára ẹ̀ tá ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń jáde ó ní iye bí ẹ̀jẹ̀ gbúdọ̀ ṣe jáde tó bá ti pọ̀ ju iye tí ó yẹ kó jẹ́ ó máa jẹ́ kí àwọn elétò ìlera tètè mọ̀ yìí pé ẹni yìí o bó ṣe ti bímọ tán tá a ti yọ olúbi ọmọ ìkejì ọmọ kò yẹ kí ẹ̀jẹ̀ tún sì máa dà báyìí níbẹ̀ ni wọ́n máa ti tètè mọ̀ yìí pé obìnrin yìí ń da ẹ̀jẹ̀ lára o kí ni nǹkan tá a ṣe wọ́n á tètè dá ọwọ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn dúró ara àwọn ìtọ́jú tá à ń sọ nìyẹn ṣùgbọ́n ẹni tí kò lọ sílé ìwòsàn tí wọn ò mójútó nígbà tó bá bímọ wọn á ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ bímọ ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ bímọ níbi kí wọ́n tó mọ̀ á ti lose ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó yẹ á ti pàdánù ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ á wá di pé ó ń dákú nítorí pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó dà ó ti jù nítorí pé ṣe ti rí bí obìnrin ṣe ń bímọ ó ní ìwọ̀n tí ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí ó máa dà lára obìnrin gbúdọ̀ jẹ́ tó bá ti lè kọjá iye ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn ìyẹn ni pé tán bá ti lè mọ̀ wọ́n á tètè sọ pé irú obìnrin báyìí ó nílò kan fún ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ sí o ṣé ó ti yé wa báyìí eléyìí tó wá jẹ́ ìkẹrin ẹ̀ ìyẹn ni ìtọ́jú ọmọ gangan àwọn ọmọ tí a wá ń sọ yìí ìtọ́jú wọn wá ṣe pàtàkì gan tí èèyàn ò bá ṣe ìtọ́jú wọn bó ṣe tọ́ àti bó ṣe yẹ èèyàn lè rò pé òun ti bímọ ṣùgbọ́n ọmọ yẹn lè má tọ́jọ́ nítorí ìdí èyí ni ó fi ṣe pàtàkì wípé kí èèyàn kan lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn aláboyún ó gbúdọ̀ lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn kí ó fi orúkọ sílẹ̀ kí ó máa lọ ó depend léye oṣù tó bá jẹ́ wọ́n á máa sọ fún wọ́n lè ní kó máa lọ ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì ló máa wá tó bá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lọ wọ́n lè ní oṣooṣù ló máa wá tí oyún ẹ̀ bá ṣe ń dàgbàsókè sí ni wọ́n máa sọ ọjọ́ tó máa wá sí á máa lọ sílẹ̀ sí ó lè di ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì ìgbà tó bá yá á di ọlọ́sẹ̀sẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan ìgbà tó bá yá gan wọ́n á kàn máa fún ní àwọn ọjọ́ mélòó kan ni pé kó máa bọ̀ títí tó máa fi bímọ ìyẹn nípa ìlera ti ìyá nìyẹn.
Fún àwọn èèyàn wa tí wọ́n ṣe darapọ̀ mọ́ wa Radio Clinic ìlera lórí afẹ́fẹ́ ni ẹ̀ ń gbádùn lọ́wọ́ láti ìkànnì West Radio 89.3 FM. Orúkọ tèmi ni Kemisola Williams. Àlejò wa lẹ́ni ni Mrs. Eludipo Olúwakẹ́mi tí wọ́n jẹ́ health worker àti social worker. Wọ́n lè ti ṣiṣẹ́ ọgbọ̀n ọdún. And she's an expert when it comes to family planning. You need help on that. She's an expert in that area. And Mrs. Eludipo Oluwakemi, she lectures at Oyo State College of Health Sciences and Technology, Eleyele. Wọ́n ti sọ púpọ̀ náà, àmọ́ ibi tí a fẹ́ bọ́ sí ni àwọn benefit of maternal health to the mother and to the child as well. Don't go away. We are still on the show. After the short breather, then we move to benefits of maternal health to the child and to the mother as well.
It was Saturday. Aláboyún ẹ múra o. Bó bá ṣe bí ẹni bá ẹ̀, àbíkọ́jú máa ṣú.
Ẹ filẹ̀ ẹ má yí kúrò. Wells Radio 89.3 FM níbẹ̀ gangan lẹ wà.
We do this cause we care. We care for the people. We care for the environment. And we care for the world. Nani. Oh, Manila nani. Spread love to your friends and family. Sterling environmental makeover. All over the world, be a great example. Ìmọ́tótó ló lè ṣẹ́gun àrùn gbogbo. Ìmọ́tótó ló lè ṣẹ́gun àrùn gbogbo. Ìmọ́tótó ilé, ìmọ́tótó ara. Ìmọ́tótó ló lè ṣẹ́gun àrùn gbogbo. Wọ́n ní kó gbálẹ̀, núlẹ̀, fọ́lẹ̀, rẹpẹtẹ, gbálẹ̀, núlẹ̀, fọ́lẹ̀, rẹpẹtẹ, gbálẹ̀, núlẹ̀, fọ́lẹ̀, àní kó rẹpẹtẹ, gbálẹ̀, núlẹ̀, fọ́lẹ̀, sọ́ṣẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àgbà kí wà lọ́jà kó lówó. Ọmọdé ń gé kí àgbà ló mọ kàkárẹ́ bọ́. Lọ́ṣẹ̀ ní kíkéde fún ìpele mọ́ tó nílé tayọ̀ tó kẹgbọ́ o. Peace and unity, love and honesty.
Welcome back. You're on to Radio Clinic on West Radio 89.3 FM. I am Kemisola Williams, the host. And for people that just joined the show, we are discussing maternal and child health today. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, ẹ káàbọ̀ padà sórí ètò ìlera lórí afẹ́fẹ́ lórí ìkànnì West Radio 89.3 FM. Orúkọ tèmi ni Kemisola Williams. A dẹ̀ ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìlera fún tọmọ àti ìyá. Nǹkan tó yẹ kí á mọ̀, nǹkan tó yẹ ká ṣe tí ká tó lóyún ni. Tá bá ti lóyún, then tí tẹ́ bá ti bí ọmọ tán, the steps you need to take, because checking through the record, we see that mortality rate is still on the high side, and we are doing everything to ensure that both the mother and the child, they are able to enjoy the precious life that God has given to them. On the show today, we have our expert in the house here, Mrs. Iludipo Oluwakemi, and she's a health worker and a social worker as well. And she is a lecturer. She lectures at Oyo State College of Health Science and Technology. Mrs. Iludipo Oluwakemi is a master trainer for the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, UNICEF, on human immunodeficiency virus and acquired immune deficiency syndrome, which is HIV/AIDS. And now we move to the next. The next question I want to ask her. I've briefed that. I've said that before we went on the short musical break, that we will discuss the benefits, because we notice that I've seen situation whereby you hear a pregnant woman, they'll just say, let me just use the one I had encounter with. Okay, I'm pregnant. I'm like, oh, thank God. You can even see it is obvious already. So have you checked the health of your child? How is everything? Did you go to the hospital? Have you registered? And the next thing from ours, no, we were told that maybe when it's 3 months for you to put to bath, to put to bed, that is when you should go to the hospital. From where? And we noticed that allegedly, some of our norms and culture promote that, allegedly. And you hear that God that imputes the child into the womb knows that, you start putting a lot of norms, creating a kind of your belief system. And we've seen a lot of women, mothers who are victim of all these norms that are not medically proven. And it's you want to, maybe you've listened to our expert and you feel like, is it just that? But I want you to know why you should be there. We will definitely inform you about the implications. But now, we start with the benefits. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, nǹkan náà tí mò ń sọ ní òyìnbó láti ẹ̀kan ni wípé à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìlera fún tọmọ tìyá lórí ètò radio clinic yẹn, ìlera lórí afẹ́fẹ́ ní èní. Wípé a ti rí àwọn èèyàn, àwọn obìnrin tí wọ́n lóyún tẹ́ pé wọ́n fẹ́ lọ sí maternity care. Wọ́n máa sọ wípé màmá sọ wípé allegedly màmá sọ pé kò tíì tó pé ká lọ register, kò tíì yẹ kó lọ, bóyá tó ẹlòmíì gan, bóyá kò bímọ sábẹ́ ilé, Ọlọ́run tó ṣe síbẹ̀ mọ̀ bí. Yes, God is our protector. However, I believe for God, for him to have created a system, the earth system, then he knows, God knows that you need to visit the healthcare provider, especially when you have a new life in you, for you to be safe and the baby as well. Over to you, ma.
Thank you, my sister. We are talking about the advantage,
yes,
the benefit of maternal health. When we talk about benefits, we cannot talk about it all. There are so many benefits that one can derive in attending maternal health services. Number one is you are going to prevent the risk of complication, because when you go to the clinic, they will detect anything that is abnormal as early as possible. And by the time they are able to detect it, they will find solution to it. So there's going to be improved health outcome as a result of regular attending medical clinic or attending maternal health clinic.
Sections, yeah.
Because when they discover anything that is wrong, they be able to provide solution to it as early as possible so that there will not be problem to the baby, the fetus, and the mother. Another benefit of it is that it's going to reduce risk of maternal mortality. Some women that are supposed not to die as a result of pregnancy died because they did not know that they are at risk. You know, we talk about at risk pregnancy. So many things like that. So by the time they attend antenatal clinic, they will be able to detect any abnormality concerning the fetus, concerning the woman. And in that wise, they will be able to take care of that woman. So there will be reduction in the maternal death. Another thing that attending maternal health service will give to a woman is that it will enhance that woman to be able to contribute to the community. Because when you are healthy, you will be able to contribute to the society. And for you to be able to contribute to the society, when you get some information concerning your health, it will help you to make informed decision. And that informed decision that you make will now make you to be productive. Because someone that doesn't attend maternal health service now might break down. Maybe the person just need to take some drug. If you have attended the clinic, they will have discovered that you're having malaria in pregnancy. They know that you are having malaria. They will have given you some drug. Even the moment you are pregnant, they will be giving you some drug to prevent you from having malaria. But you didn't attend the clinic. Definitely, you break down with malaria, then it will affect the baby, at the same time affect the woman. So another thing that attending maternal health service will do is that it's going to make that person to be okay mentally. Because there are some fear or no fear. When you are pregnant, you have some things that is not type of experiences that you've had before. When you are pregnant, there is likely for you to begin to see some new things happening to you. But by the time you attend the clinic, it is in the clinic they will tell you that it's possible that you find it a bit difficult to sleep. It might be as a result of your state, or you don't have appetite, or you are feeling dizzy, or you are feeling nauseated. You know, all those things they will have tell you during the antenatal clinic. So by the time you are having all those things that are happening to you, because you have been given information about it, it makes you to be mentally stable. Unlike when you don't know anything and you begin to think maybe somebody is after your life. You are not able to sleep. You begin to think is somebody that is after your life, which can make you to break down mentally. So when you attend antenatal clinic, it makes you to be sound mentally. So àwọn nǹkan tí mo ti ń sọ látẹ̀kan ó ní àǹfààní tó wà nínú pé kí a máa lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn pàápàá jùlọ ní ìgbà tá a bá lóyún. Alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ nǹkan tá a máa rí bíbẹ̀ ni pé ó máa jẹ́ kí ìlera èèyàn kó jí pépé. Nítorí pé ní ìgbà tó bá lọ sí kílíníìkì ẹ ti ẹ̀ wo antenatal clinic tẹ́ bá débẹ̀ wọ́n á kọ́kọ́ ní pé kẹ́ kọrin, kẹ́ ṣeré ìdárayá, kẹ́ jó, ẹ máa gbọ́ ọmọ tó wà nínú yín ẹ máa gbé jó, ẹ̀yin gan fúnra yín ẹ máa jó. Ó máa jẹ́ kí ìlera yín kó ṣe kíni kó wà ní pípé. ó máa jẹ́ kí ẹ mọ àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀. Gbogbo ewu tó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n á ti bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ pé tá a bá ṣe nǹkan báyìí o ó lè béwu dé o, á jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ yàgò fún. Ṣùgbọ́n tẹ́ bá lọ ẹ ní mọ̀, ẹ kàn máa wò pé kò ṣe pàtàkì nígbà tẹ́ bá máa fi mọ̀ pé ó ṣe pàtàkì ó lè ti bọ́ sórí. Àǹfààní mi tó wà ń bẹ̀ ni pé ó máa jẹ́ kí iye àwọn obìnrin tí wọ́n ń kú nípasẹ̀ lílóyún àti bímọ kó wá sílẹ̀. Nígbà tẹ́ kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn ẹ wo adúrú èèyàn tí ó jẹ́ wípé 850 nínú bí
830
lójoojúmọ́ ní àgbáyé. Ṣé mọ̀ pé nígbà tí wọ́n bá lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn a lè mú nọ́mbà yìí wá sílẹ̀, kò ní sí maternal mortality yẹn á wà reduce kúrò ní level tí ó wà. Mo ní ọ̀nà míì tó ń wà ń bẹ̀ ni pé á tún ran obìnrin lọ́wọ́, á fún wọn ní agbára láti lè yàn wípé wọ́n ti fún mi ní ìmọ̀ wípé bí mo ṣe ń bímọ yìí o àwọn nǹkan báyìí ló mo lè ṣe o tó máa jẹ́ kí èmi náà kí n lè kópa ní ipa ìtẹ̀síwájú ìdílé mi, nípa ìtẹ̀síwájú agbègbè mi àti nípa orílẹ̀-èdè gan ní àpapọ̀. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹrin tí mo wá sọ ó ní wípé á jẹ́ kí ọpọlọ orí èèyàn, iye èèyàn kó jí pépé, kó ṣiṣẹ́ bó ṣe yẹ kó ṣe. Mental health, gbogbo àwọn nǹkan ìdojúkọ, àwọn nǹkan pínpín tó ṣeé ṣe kí èèyàn rí nígbà tí èèyàn lóyún, nígbà tó bá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ọkàn èèyàn ò ní, ẹ̀rù ò ní báyàn, ọkàn èèyàn á balẹ̀ wípé wọ́n ti sọ fún mi ní ilé ìwòsàn wípé tí èèyàn bá lóyún pàápàá jùlọ bóyá tí ó bá ti ń tó àsìkò tí ọmọ yẹn ti ń dàgbà dé ipò báyìí ó ṣeé ṣe kéèyàn ṣe àkíyèsí àwọn nǹkan báyìí, ọkàn èèyàn á balẹ̀, kò ní sí ìbẹ̀rù ní ọkàn ènìyàn wípé bóyá ibi àbí nǹkan kan ló fẹ́ ṣe èèyàn. Ìyẹn ni àwọn àǹfààní tí ó wà ní ibi ibẹ̀.
Nísìnyí ẹ jẹ́ ká kọjá lọ sí àwọn implications, àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ pé tẹ́ ẹ bá lọ nǹkan bẹ́lẹ̀ yìí ló lè ṣẹlẹ̀. Jẹ́ pé ìdí a ti sọ pé tí àwọn advantages pé ẹ lọ o nǹkan bẹ́lẹ̀ ló máa ràn yín lọ́wọ́ láti lè achieve eléyìí sìn. Tẹ́ ẹ bá ti lọ nǹkan bẹ́lẹ̀ àwọn nǹkan tó lè máa jẹyọ lára obìnrin àti lára ìyá àti ọmọ. So now we discuss the implications of not attending maternal health services.
To mother. Number one is mother are likely to die from pregnancy-related complications.
Loss of life.
You know, I told you that there may be complication. And the moment you attend antenatal clinic, they discover it. They provide solution to it. They quickly find way out of that problem. So any woman that is not attending antenatal clinic that did not even know that she's even having that problem can die in the process. So it can cause death of the mother, and also it can lead to some complications like obstructed labor. The woman might find it difficult to give birth because she did not know her condition. She did not know her state of health.
You even discussed something earlier before we commenced the show that the placenta might not be in the proper position.
The placenta previa.
Yes, and it can lead to
bleeding, hemorrhage.
Bleeding.
Yes. And some of it is infection. There may be infection. So another thing that can happen if you don't attend maternal health service is there may be obstructed labor, and also there may be some cases like chronic health issue. So a woman that is diabetic in pregnancy, there is a way she needs to be treated.
It's different from someone that is not.
Yes, there is a way she needs to be treated. There is the type of food that she needs to be put on, that she needs to eat, so that it might just be because of the pregnancy that she's diabetic, and so they need to tell her the kind of food that she will be eating. They need to tell her some things that she needs to do to make her to be healthy so that she can have a safe delivery.
Well, before you continue, Ma, you mentioned that pregnancy can make some women to start struggling with diabetes. They're down with diabetes. What are the things that could cause it? Is there maybe a way of life that pregnant women should not expose themselves to, so that they will be able to prevent that area?
It's not that there is something that make that woman to have diabetes.
Okay.
But there are some situations that when a woman is pregnant, she might develop it.
Situation like?
When she's pregnant, she might develop it. That is the reason why they have to do tests. By the time they do the test, they will do the fasting blood sugar. When they check the sugar level, they now see that the sugar level is high.
Is it due to the intake of meal?
No, it's as a result of that pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
There are some diabetes that come as a result of pregnancy.
Wow.
Just like that. I know somebody that just put to bed that she was not having diabetic before she got pregnant. But in the process of being pregnant, they discovered that her blood sugar rise, and she was placed on some diets.
So after putting to bed,
she's now okay.
Will the diabetes leave?
Yes, she's now okay.
She's not to be permanent.
She's not having it now.
Okay.
Again, after she has put to bed. But how will she know if she didn't attend clinic? If they don't conduct tests on her, she just say, I'm pregnant. She just discovered that she's just adding weight. There's tendency for her to eat excessively because she's pregnant.
Yes.
Are you getting it now? There is possibility for her to just be adding weight unnecessarily because she didn't do any exercise. She's just in one place. I'm pregnant. I'm tired. She didn't do exercise. She didn't do anything. And before you know it, there may be problem. So if she attend the clinic, they will discover it and they will take care of her. So nǹkan tí mo sọ nípa ti àwọn ìyá ọlọ́mọ ó ní wípé tí wọ́n bá kọ̀ tí wọn ò lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn nígbà tí wọ́n lóyún, ó ṣeé ṣe kírú obìnrin yẹn kó má lè gbé ọmọ yẹn dé òpin débi pé yóò máa bí ìyá gan lè ṣaláìsí, ọmọ náà lè ṣaláìsí. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ ká rí irú ẹ̀.
Àmín.
Nítorí pé ká má bàa rí irú ẹ̀ la fi ń sọ wípé ó ṣe pàtàkì pé kí àwọn obìnrin pàápàá tí wọ́n bá wà ní ipò oyún kí wọ́n lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn, kí wọ́n rẹ́gísítà, kán máa ṣe àyẹ̀wò, kán sì máa tẹ̀lé ìmọ̀ràn tí wọ́n bá fún wọn níbi bẹ̀. Àṣepẹ́ àwọn nǹkan míì tó tún lè jẹyọ ó ní wípé ó ṣeé ṣe kí ó nira fún obìnrin yẹn láti lè bímọ. Obstructed labour tó wẹ́ pé kò lọ sílé ìwòsàn bí irú eléyìí tá sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, ìkejì ọmọ ó ti dáàbò sí ojú ẹnu ọ̀nà ibi tí ó yẹ kí ọmọ gbà jáde. Ní ìgbà tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní rọbí, kàkà kí orí ọmọ kó máa wá sísàlẹ̀, ẹ̀jẹ̀ ló máa jáde nítorí pé olúbi ló dúró sí ẹnu ọ̀nà ibi tí ọmọ máa gbà. Tó bá ń gbin tó ọmọ ń mu, tó ọmọ bá ṣe ń tẹ olúbi, ẹ̀jẹ̀ ló máa jáde. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá lọ sílé ìwòsàn, wọ́n á ti tètè mọ̀, wọ́n á mọ kí ni nǹkan tí wọ́n lè ṣe. Obìnrin míì gan nítorí ìdí ìyẹn gangan wọ́n máa fi ń ṣe iṣẹ́ abẹ fún obìnrin míì wípé o lè dá ọmọ yìí bí, nítorí pé tán bá ní pé kó máa rọbí, ẹ̀jẹ̀ ló máa ṣe. Wọ́n á ní kán lè gba ẹ̀mí ìyálà, kán gba ẹ̀mí ọmọ là, wọ́n á ṣiṣẹ́ abẹ fún. Ṣùgbọ́n tí ò bá lọ sílé ìwòsàn, báwo ni wọ́n máa ṣe mọ̀? Bákan náà ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ lè tún máa ya. Ara àwọn nǹkan tó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn o. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ lè máa jáde ju bó ṣe yẹ lọ. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá lọ, wọ́n á mọ̀ yìí pé ó yá o, nǹkan báyìí tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí, nǹkan báyìí la lè ṣe. Ẹlòmíì ìfúnpá gíga ni ló máa ní, nítorí pé kí ni? Nítorí pé àwọn condition tó yẹ kán ti treat ẹ̀ fún ní ìgbà tó yẹ pé tó bá ń lọ kílíníìkì, by the time tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣàkíyèsí pé ìwọ ọmọbìnrin yìí bó ṣe ń wá sí ilé ìwòsàn ẹsẹ̀ ń wú, kí ni nǹkan tó fà á? Wọ́n á ṣe àwọn àyẹ̀wò, wọ́n á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fún ní oríṣiríṣi ìtọ́jú tí ó jẹ́ pé ní ìgbà tó bá máa fi bímọ yẹn, àwọn kinní yẹn á ti lọ sílẹ̀ kò ní jẹ́ kí ó mú ẹ̀mí irú obìnrin náà lọ ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí kò bá lọ ilé ìwòsàn tó kàn bora mọ́nu ilé tàbí tó ń mu oríṣiríṣi nínú ilé á bá di wípé ní ìgbà tó bá fẹ́ bímọ ó máa ti bọ́ sórí.
ẹ jẹ́ kí a sọ̀rọ̀ nípa family planning torí a rí wípé kò òye yẹn ò tí ì fi bẹ́ẹ̀ pọ̀ dáadáa oríṣiríṣi náà la dẹ̀ ń gbọ́ kó tó di wípé a máa wá sórí ètò ká wá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn topic kọ̀ọ̀kan àti gbogbo àwọn topic á ti ṣe research then kí ni level tó fi ń affect àwọn èèyàn sí ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ nípa family planning yẹn.
Family planning ó ní à ń pè ní ìfètòsọ́mọ bíbí.
ìyẹn ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú ìyá.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó ní ìlànà ìfètòsọ́mọ bíbí. ìfètòsọ́mọ bíbí kẹ̀dẹ̀rẹ́ kì í ṣe ìfòpin sí ọmọ bíbí. ó ní pé ká fi àyè sílẹ̀ láàrin ọmọ kan sí èkejì. ọdún mélòó ni mo fẹ́ filẹ̀ láàrin ọmọ kan sí èkejì kí n tó tún bímọ mi. ìyẹn ni timing, the space and the timing.
so kí ni benefit ẹ̀ mà.
àǹfààní tó wà nípa ìfètòsọ́mọ bíbí ó pọ̀ ó máa jẹ́ kí obìnrin kí ara ẹ̀ kó padà bọ̀ sípò. ṣé mọ̀ yìí pé àti lóyún àti bímọ iṣẹ́ ńlá ni ó domi ara nù ó da ẹ̀jẹ̀ ara nù ilé ọmọ gan ó ti kúrò ní sáìsì bó ṣe wà tẹ́lẹ̀ kí gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀yà ara tó ṣiṣẹ́ fún àti lóyún àti bímọ yìí kó bá a lè padà bọ̀ sí ipò a nílò láti ṣe ìfètòsọ́mọ bíbí ìyẹn ni ó máa jẹ́ kí ara kó sinmi tí ọkọ àti ìyàwó bá wà nínú ilé ní ìgbà tí kò bá sí ìfètòsọ́mọ bíbí ní ara á di wípé nígbà tí baálé bá ń béèrè ìbálòpọ̀ ìyáálé ilé á máa sọ pé rárá ọmọ tí mo yìn gbé dání ó sì kéré mi ò ṣetán láti lóyún lé ọmọ yìí nítorí pé kò ṣetán láti lóyún lé ọmọ yẹn á wá di wípé ìrẹ́pọ̀ tó ti wà láàrin ọkọ àtaya kó tó di wípé wọ́n bímọ àyè yẹn ò ní sí bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ kò ní sí ìrẹ́pọ̀ mọ́ á jẹ́ kí ìyapa kó wà láàrin ọkọ ní àsìkò yìí ó wọ́pọ̀ wípé ìgbà yẹn ni àwọn ọkùnrin míì máa ń wá olùrànlọ́wọ́ sí ìgboro ní ìgbà tó bá dẹ̀ ti bọ́ síta àti padà wọnúlé ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà kì í rọrùn nítorí náà ló fi ṣe pàtàkì wípé kí èèyàn kẹ́ ṣe ìfètòsọ́mọ bíbí nítorí pé nígbà tó bá ṣe ìfètòsọ́mọ bíbí á jẹ́ kí wọ fúnra rẹ kí o ṣetán fún ọkọ ẹ ní ìgbàkigbà tó bá ti yá ó ti yá ni kò ní sí ìbẹ̀rù bójó rárá.
mo fẹ́ sáré béèrè ìbéèrè yìí àkókò tí kò wá ní pàpamọ́ra pé kí ni eléyìí tó dára jù space tó dára jù láti lè fún ọmọ ṣé ó wà pé ok bí ọdún mẹ́ta ló yẹ kí n fún ọmọ tí mo ti bí kó tó di pé mo bí le àbí ọdún mẹ́rin how many years interval is the best time for a woman or a home.
ẹ ṣeun ṣe rí nípa iye ìgbà wo yẹn kì í ṣe ojúṣe tèmi láti sọ pé ọdún 5 ni kẹ́ fi sílẹ̀ àbọ̀dún 4 ni kẹ́ fi sílẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ṣe máa ń sọ kí ẹ̀yà ara yẹn tó máa lóyún yẹn kó tó di pé ó tún padà ṣe iṣẹ́ yẹn ó yẹ kó tiẹ̀ lè sinmi fún ọdún 2 ó kéré jù ṣó ti yẹ yín ṣùgbọ́n tí má sápá ọdún 2 ẹni tó wò nínú ọkàn yìí pé ọdún 4 sìn mi tiẹ̀ ṣetán láti lóyún kankan ṣe mọ̀ pé mo ti sọ pé kò gbúdọ̀ ṣó ti yẹ yín báyẹn ṣùgbọ́n kí omi ara kó padà sáyè kí ẹ̀jẹ̀ ara kó padà sáyè ilé ọmọ tí bá báwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀ máa ń sẹ́ pé ó dàbí fèrè ni nígbà ẹ̀yẹn wo fèrè balloon tẹ́ bá tí ì fọ́n ẹ máa rí i pé ó máa pẹlẹbẹ ṣùgbọ́n tẹ́ bá ti fọ́n á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe kí ni á tóbi sí i so ní ìgbà tí a bá ti lóyún fèrè yẹn ó ti tóbi sí i nìyẹn ká lè jẹ́ kí fèrè yìí kó wá padà sí ipò tó wà tẹ́lẹ̀ a gbúdọ̀ ṣe kí ni a gbúdọ̀ fún ní àyè kó padà sí ipò tó wà kó tó tún di pé ó tún máa ru oyún mi so ìyẹn ni ìdáhùn fún yẹn.
ní kúkúrú just within 1 minute let's discuss it in English. Like what's the medically as an expert how many years should we put in between planning to get another child, adding up to
family
the family
planning
yes
is a process of deciding the number of children you want, the space and the timing of their birth. you want, the time that you want. I'm not going to be the one to tell you that this is exactly the year, but it should be from your hand, but at least 2 years between birth, so that the reproductive organs will go back to the normal stage before you get pregnant again.
All right, thank you so much, Mrs. Eludipo Oluwakemi. Here, that is our health expert today on the show. And at this end, we have to wrap up the show. I want to say big thanks to people that listen to the show. And I believe at this end, you've gained one or two things and you'll be able to help yourself and people out there. I want to say big thank you to you, Ma. We appreciate you for the time and the crucial information. All right, thank you so much. I'm Kemisola Williams. Let's make it a date next Wednesday, 5 p.m. on Radio Clinic on this same dial, West Radio 89.3 FM. Have a lovely rest. Bye.
Yeah. We care for the people. We care for the environment. And we care for the world. Nani. Oh, Anila Nani. Spread love to your friends and family. Sterling environmental makeover. All over the world, be a great example. Ìmọ́tótó ló lè ṣẹ́gun àrùn gbogbo. Ìmọ́tótó ló lè ṣẹ́gun àrùn gbogbo. Ìmọ́tótó ilé, ìmọ́tótó ara. Ìmọ́tótó ló lè ṣẹ́gun àrùn gbogbo. Wọ́n ní kó gbálẹ̀, núlẹ̀, fọlẹ̀, rẹpẹtẹ, gbálẹ̀, núlẹ̀, fọlẹ̀, rẹpẹtẹ, gbálẹ̀, núlẹ̀, fọlẹ̀, àníkó rẹpẹtẹ, gbálẹ̀, núlẹ̀, fọlẹ̀, sọ́ṣẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àgbà kí wà lọ́jà kó lówó. Ọmọdé ń gé kí àgbà ló mọ kàkárẹ́ bọ́. Lọ́ṣẹ̀ ní kí kéde fún ìpele mọ́ tó